All right, here's the first page of homework. Let's take a look. We are completing the square in order to put this standard form into vertex form. So when we're given an equation like this, it's called ax squared plus bx plus c. That is called standard form. So let's go through our 5 steps and see if we can get this into vertex form. So step 1, make space. I'm bumping the 15 over so I can make space here to complete the square. Step 2, in order to complete the square, I need to take half of the b, the middle term right here is my b. So half of 6, you got it, is 3. 3 squared makes 9. It means I'm going to add 9 and subtract 9 to balance. I can't just arbitrarily add 9 to an equation. So I add 9 and then subtract 9 to balance. The whole reason we did this is because this perfect square trinomial can now be rewritten as factors, the x plus 3 squared factors. And then 15 minus 9 at the end is just 6. Now it did say you could draw a labeled diagram to go along with this, but I told you you did not have to do that part. My vertex is going to be negative 3, 6, and that comes from right here. All right, let's go do the next one. Same 5 steps. Step 1, make space. Step 2, B work. 10 divided by 2, it's 5. 5 squared is 25. So I'm going to add 25 and subtract 25 to balance, so that this perfect square trinomial can be rewritten as the factors of x plus 5 squared. And then 12 minus 25 makes negative 13. My vertex is negative 13. And that comes from right here. That's my HK of the function. Okay, those first 2 had a coefficient or a number in front of x squared of an invisible 1. All the rest of these have a number greater than 1 as the coefficient, and so that means there's a couple extra steps. In step 1, we don't just make space anymore. We divide and make space. We still bump the 11 over to make space. But notice I divided a 2 out of the front, a 2 out of the middle to make x squared plus 4x. And I'm going to go do the b work on this new b of 4. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. I'm going to be adding 4 and subtracting 4. But see how this is happening 2 times? So I'm subtracting 4 2 times. This 2 means back here there needs to be a multiply by 2. The whole reason I made this completed square was to get the x plus 2 factored form. And then we're going to have 11 minus 8. And so that leaves me with 3. Negative 2, 3 is my vertex. Coming from right here. Okay, pause the video and try part D and then check to see if you got it. Okay, did you notice this time we're dividing out of 3? Step 1, divide and make space. Divided out that 3. Step 2, B work. And we're doing the B work on the 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. I'm adding 4 and subtracting a 4 3 times. Where does that 3 come from? Right there. And this is going to work out to 23 minus 12. Or 11. So my vertex is negative 2, 11. Okay, pause the video, try the next one. This one we're dividing out of 4. This time we're going to do the B work on that newly divided 6. So 3 squared is 9. So I'm adding 9 and subtracting 9 4 times. Where does that 4 come from? Right there and right there. So 4, quantity x plus 3 squared factors plus 7 minus 36 simplifies down to negative 29. How'd you do? This comes from right here, and this comes from right there. Pause the video, try the last one. This time we're dividing out of 5. Step 1, divide and make space. Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is just 1. So we're adding 1 and subtracting 1 5 times. This makes the x plus 1 squared factors. And that's going to simplify down to a negative 11 at the very end. So we get the negative 1, negative 11 vertex. And that comes from right here.